Kia ora koutou, no mai haere mai. Thank you for joining us from Petone Memorial Park in Te Awa Kairangi ki Tai Lower Hutt for this match between Wellington Olympic and Christchurch United. Whilst club football across the globe has hit the pause button in readiness for the FIFA World Cup, New Zealand's National League Championship hurdles towards its completion. Today's encounter brings together two sides who won their regional leagues. South Island League champions Christchurch United have scored in every National League Championship match, but only have one win to their name, whilst Wellington Olympic dropped points for the first time since round one in their 1-1 draw with the Wellington Phoenix. A win today could seal a place for them in the National League Championship final. My name is Jesse Rawlings. Let's check out the two sides. We'll see the Christchurch United team first, and a number of players in this Christchurch United side who have Central League experience playing against Wellington Olympic, including Scott Morris, Riley Grover, Blake Weston, Noah Billingsley and Matt Todd-Smith. Eddie Wilkinson has 19 goals in the South Island League and has added a further 5 so far in the National League Championship. He is joined in a potent front three by Daniel McLennan and Mika Rabuka. Their head coach is Wellington Phoenix legend Paul Eiffel. And for Wellington Olympic today, a return of number 14, Jack Henry Sinclair, who missed last week's match against the Wellington Phoenix reserves. He is straight back into the starting 11. Tam DeMiro also comes into the starting 11 off the bench, where he came on last week. Connor Gould and Justin Gully are dropped to the bench for Olympic today. Gianni Bazoukas has gone 2 games without a goal, which is very unusual for his high standards. Players to keep an eye on the left-hand side of the pitch is the combination between number 32, Jonty Rubos, and number 34, Jesse Randall. Their head coach is Rupert Kemmies. Beautiful conditions here in Petone, 17 degrees, a little bit of wind. It was pouring with rain earlier this morning, so great to see the sun shining down here in the nation's capital. Expect that wind to fluctuate a little bit throughout the day, and thanks to Wellington Olympic for providing the wind flags on the other side of the pitch there that you can see from the camera. And both sides preparing themselves in the tunnel here at Petone Memorial Park, making their way out onto the pitch now. You'll see Christchurch United in their away strip of all white, Wellington Olympic in their traditional blue. Referee today is the experienced Calvin Berg from Dunedin. He is assisted by A-League official Isaac Trevis and Cameron Grushaw. The 4th official is Corey Mills. Of course, coming to you live today from Petone Memorial Park. Wellington Olympic have played the majority of their matches so far in Whitby at the home of Western Suburbs there in Dever Park, but now today at the home of Petone FC at Memorial Park. Of course, their traditional home, Wakefield Park, is undergoing renovations over the summer, so a nomadic existence for this Olympic side in 2022. But their first game today in Petone, and Christchurch United will be familiar with the artificial turf surface. It's something that they're used to, playing their games at home at the United Football Centre down there in Christchurch. The two sides going through the pre-match formalities here before we get underway. Olympic just going through a couple of final stretches. Captain Ben Mata for Wellington Olympic. You'll notice just a little bit of strapping has returned to his hamstring. He missed a game with a hamstring injury, came back with a heavily strapped hamstring. Last week wasn't strapped, and this week is strapped again. He was looking a little bit ginger in the warm-up, so it'll be interesting to see how he handles it, as you see the Christchurch United side coming together for some final words. Very, very experienced players in that team. Blake Weston, of course, former Miramar Rangers and Hamilton Wanderers player. Great to see Daniel McLennan back in the Christchurch United side, the big number 9. Highly thought of player in the South Island League. Missed a fair chunk of the season through injury. It's great to see him back and available towards the end of the season. And for Olympic, a reasonably settled side, a number of players who've solidified their starting spot. Interesting to note that Justin Gully has been on the bench today, or he is on the bench today, which is surprising. He's played every game up to this point, bar one, where he was away for a trip away in Rarotonga. But on the bench today, Gully, along with Theo Etema, Sam Matrakis, Connor Gould, and reserve goalkeeper Reid Collingwood. Christchurch United's bench is Jordan Spain, Jackson Cole, Joe Hall, Joel Peterson, and Daniel Main. Just approaching kickoff here in Petone. Referee Calvin Berg just checking that everything is in order. Here the ever vocal Wellington Olympic supporters who are here in full force again today. And we're underway. McLennan getting us underway with Billingsley. Christchurch United playing from right to left on your screen in the all-white. Western, Benji Lapsley, early possession of the ball. Played forward. Lapsley is able to drive forward with the ball now. Pearce making the bursting forward run there, the number 7. Lapsley in on DeMiro, who does well. Confrontation there between DeMiro and Lapsley. Lapsley just might have taken a wee knock on the head there, but he's okay. Throwing into Western. Here is Grover. Out to the right-hand side for Shane Matheson, long-time Christchurch United stalwart Shane Matheson, and he plays a lovely ball in to Eddie Wilkinson. Cleared by Marta only as far as Todd Smith. And a shot away by Wilkinson. Handball was the call. McLennan looking to get the ball under control. Unable to do so, and here's the first opportunity for Caelan Gould on the break. He's held back by Noah Billingsley. Referee Calvin Berg says play on. And United with the better of the early possession here. Giving the ball away on that time. Billingsley looking to win the ball back off Halamarian. Now toward Davenport Peterson. Gould. Looking for the ball over the top to Jesse Randall, who's one-on-one with Western. Randall cutting it back to Bazookas. Does well to protect the ball for a side. Gould. Lovely pass from him last week to set up the goal against the Wellington Phoenix, and already getting his passing range in order. Caelan Gould. Here's Policevic. Rubos on the ball now. Randall. Gould. Poor touch, just sending it away from him, but he manages to break past Todd Smith. Inside Pearce. Good challenge by Lapsley. He's going to have his work cut out for him today. Benji Lapsley up against Gould and Jack Henry Sinclair. Todd Smith playing it back to Scott Morris, his first touch of the day. Chipping the ball out into the Wellington Olympic dugout for a throw-in. Exciting opening 2 minutes here in Petone. Halamarian. Now Ben Mata. Notice that strapping on that right hamstring of his. DeMiro in for Gully in that right centre-back position today. Jack Henry Sinclair into Bazookas. Nice layoff. Nutmegging the referee. Policevic stepping in now, the left-sided centre-back. Randall. To pick the ball up in a tight pocket of space. Playing the ball off Calvin Berg. And Berg will play a drop ball. Not much the referee can do there. Ball gets kicked straight into him. And Olympic will keep possession of the ball. It'll be Jesse Randall. Nati Halamarian. And now Tam DeMiro. Ben Mata. Policevic under pressure here by McLennan, and Wilkinson looking to step forward onto Barcelay, who gets a clearance away. Beautifully turned around the corner by Rubos, and a foul on Randall by Show Matheson. Davenport Peterson. Wilkinson looking to press the Wellington Olympic back three, the number 11. Nice pass for Barcelay to Policevic. It's a dodgy first touch, manages to get the ball under control, and then looking for Bazookas running the channel. Gets the better of Riley Grove. It is Gianni Bazookas cutting back and getting a shot away. Bazookas in at the near post. And firing it into the side netting. Calls for a corner, not given by the referee. Goal kick and a first opportunity of the game here for the ever dangerous number 10 for Wellington Olympic, Gianni Bazookas. just setting his sights there with his first opportunity on goal. That's a little bit disappointing, he can't do better. Morris's ball is a poor one, putting Lapsley under pressure. Jackie Sinclair, DeMiro, Davenport Peterson, good pressure from Wilkinson. Good to see Christchurch United looking to apply the early pressure. Mata, Davenport Peterson, DeMiro, Davenport Peterson again, good pressure there from Nat Todd Smith. Wilkinson just couldn't get the ball under his control. Barcelay. Played longer this time by Scott Barcelay. Defended there by Lapsley. Ball is played in behind, opportunity for Randall. Oh, and he's tried to chip Morris there, and he's kicked it straight into him. What a chance that is for Jesse Randall. He'll be so disappointed not to have added his third goal of the season. Scored last week, of course. That's a guilty opportunity, really, on reflection. DeMiro chased hard here by Will Pearce, number 7. And, well defended there by Tam DeMiro. Ball over the line for goal kick. Referee Calvin Berg just coming over to just double check DeMiro. Understands the rules of blocking. Ball is out on the left-hand side. Rambuka putting pressure on Rubos. Foul by Mika Rambuka. Another player who's been around a long, long time in the Mainland Premier League and the South Island League as well. Mika Rambuka, formerly of Fermi Bay's Coastal Spirit, also Nomads United for a period of time. Now settling at Christchurch United. Mata, DeMiro, Davenport Peterson. Lovely pass into Randall. Gould. Led by Will Pearce. Poor clearance. Matheson it is who's in to defend. Very interesting defensive setup here by Christchurch United. Show Matheson appears to be a bit of here, there and everywhere as opposed to playing right back. Grover's out stepping out that time, so easily pulled in and out of position Christchurch United so far, and it's a great run here by Rubos to open the scoring, and a good save by Morris and tapped in by Jesse Randall. The goal counts. Morris did his best to defend the first chance, could only palm it as far as Randall, and United pulled apart at the seams there early on. No pressure on the ball, easy for Rubos to get the strike. Randall looks to have potentially come from an offside position. Referee says no doing, and the goal is scored by Jesse Randall. First of the game, his third of the season. Mentioned he missed a guilty edge opportunity moments earlier, but 3 times Christchurch United have been ripped to shreds by the Olympic counter-attack, and this time they take full advantage. 1-0 to Wellington Olympic after 7.5 minutes here in Petone. And sloppy there from United, so throw-in opportunity for Olympic on the far side. Jack Henry Sinclair into Bazookas. Sorry, it's not Jack Henry Sinclair, it's Jonty Rubos. A foul there on Randall, who's been busy so far. An easy decision there for Calvin Berg. Free kick for Olympic in a dangerous area. And they have plenty of big timber to be aiming at. See Ben Mata making his way forward. It'll be Randall and Gould to decide the best taker. Berg just making sure that Todd Smith and Mika Rambuka are back 10 metres. There'll be a delivery here from the right-footed Randall, in swinger. And it's in towards the back post, and well-headed clear in the end by Lapsley, only as far as Pelezovic. And Nati Halamariam unable to test Scott Morris on that occasion. Goal kick to Christchurch United, and an opportunity to just settle down. Playing short into Blake Weston. Lapsley. He plays the ball down the line only as far as DeMiro. McLennan does well to win the ball back. Now Will Pearce charging on the inside. Will Pearce playing the ball to Eddie Wilkinson, who's onside here. Wilkinson, left-footed ball across the box. Oh, missed opportunity for Rambuka. Still alive for Billingsley. Back to Pearce. Great strike as well. Blocked there by DeMiro. Cleared further by Rubos, and now Olympic on the break, although Grover is across to deal with the danger. This ball into the box is a poor one, and Barsley looks to get the game moving. Game being played at a frenetic pace so far. Jack Henry Sinclair with a long pass up towards Bazookas. Now it's Caelan Gould. Olympic from back to front in no time at all. Gould one-on-one with Matheson. Ball across the box. Bazookas has missed. Well, it was an absolute tap in there for Gianni Bazookas. Scott Morris across to make the save. And again, Olympic ripping United to shreds defensively. McLennan looking powerful as he tries to drive past DeMiro. Jack Henry Sinclair. Randall. Again, McLennan with the interception. Todd Smith. Well, United in possession certainly look threatening, don't they? The team in white, South Island League champions. As I mentioned in the build-up, they've scored in every game. The issue's been the concession of goals. In the past 4 games, they've conceded 14, which is a pretty heavy hit. They've conceded 19 in total so far in the National League Championship phase. So certainly an all-out attack type of side. Good defending there by Rubos on Wilkinson, who cuts it back. Left-footed ball into the box, just away from Show Matheson, who the right back is in on the left-hand side back post. And perhaps part of the reason why United have conceded as many goals as they have.
Back again. Good Ben. And again. Yep, move it quick. Jack feet. Good man, good. You did. Move it. Travel, Martha. Travel. Turn, Tam! Hey! Hold it. Go, Goody, go. No turn. Go, Goody. No. Swing. One on, Goody. One on, swing. Yeah. Come, 2 men on! Tim! Just give me the ball! Good track, well done! Loving you! There we go, get something there! It's like Auckland City, Tim, it's straight away. I don't hear either. Go higher, we're too deep. Go home! Go, Caleb! Get in now! Get in now! Shake now! Middle, middle! Teddy, shake! John T, we need you!
Tab here! Tab! Let's go! Yes! Good, let's step a couple! Come!
In there!
Got a man each here, Jack!
Yes, here we go! Drive! Let's go!
Tab here!
Show it out, man!
Yeah, that's self-regulation. So then 5 minutes in,
What attitude now, Jack? Good, Benji!
nice guy, but
Good.
10 answers, 2-1.
Time! Jack, if you need deep! Time, mate, babe! Sandy, we need you! Toss, thanks! Toss!
Because you need that sometimes, don't you? He was one I didn't really so pissed off and got a tiny here and kept running. And then he didn't quite make it. But maybe probably he didn't. And he was all
Yeah!
I sort of am, you well, with us, it's a Sunday league as well. So it's basically just
He's not going to run with you.
Don't have a coach.
Up again, it's fine. Go on, Tim. That's the one. Wait. That's the ball, mate.
Offside.
Win, man. Home, Tim.
Home, Tim. Home. Home.
Ready.
Go, you got the whole space, Tim.
Dribble. Yes. Tap, tight. Tight.
Players that would have had a better effect. I was trying to manage it through normal rules, but afterwards it was one of those games. Those two teams that were going at it, I hadn't even
Maddie, quick.
would have valued it. And then you know,
Time. Hey! Move it.
he has a foul and he couldn't go.
Maddie, come right.
You're responsible. Yeah, that's what I said to the captain. He said, what I'm doing, this is fine. It's too far.
So welcome back to the live stream of the Wellington Olympic vs Christchurch United game. Sorry about the small error there. And a goal scored there by Gianni Bazoukas as well, just as we shot back in. I believe the score is 2-0. We'll just confirm that for you shortly as Christchurch United look to get the game underway again. McLennan, Matt Todd-Smith, here's Lapsley. Weston out to Show Matheson. Finding McLennan, who's so good coming off the front and holding the ball up as a number 9. Here's Rambuka, dangerous in 1v1 situations on the right-hand side for Christchurch United. Grover drilling the ball to Show Matheson. Wilkinson, nice turn to get the better of Halamariam. Switching play to Lapsley, now played forward, looking for the run of Will Pearce, but unable to link the play together there. Lapsley on that occasion. Barcelay with a goal kick for Olympic. Here's DeMiro. Mata. Pelisevic. Mata again. Demanding the ball to be moved a little bit quicker as goalkeeper Scott Barcelay. Pelisevic. And you can see the high press that Christchurch United had at the start of the game. Not quite able to keep it going, I suppose, when the score is the way it is. A little bit deflated, United. Here's Mata again. A lot more comfortable now for Olympic to build up. Mata driving in. Nice pass to Halamariam. Bazoukas dropping in to get a touch on the ball. Davenport Peterson. Mata. Killing United with possession here, Olympic. DeMiro, Gould, nice layoff to Jack Henry Sinclair. Well turned over by Lapsley, but he gives the ball away for a second time. Ball is now in behind to Caelan Gould, cutting inside onto his left foot. Gould, back post ball into Bazoukas on the left foot. Good save from Scott Morris to deny Bazookas on that occasion, looking to add another goal. The Olympic marksman. Corner on the far side of the pitch for Olympic. It'll be Jack Henry, Sinclair and Caelan Gould to deliver. Will Pearce is over there to defend. Gould not defended there by Pearce, who wins the ball back. The throw in for Christchurch United. Apologies again for those who missed a little period of the game there. And just for those who've just joined, the score is 3-0 to Wellington, or 3-1 to Wellington Olympic. United look for a way back into this game. Goal scoring aplenty to begin. Here's Davenport Peterson. Cleared up towards halfway. Wilkinson giving chase. It's Mata who heads the ball in. Well defended there by DeMiro, using his body expertly to get the better of Eddie Wilkinson. Pelizovic. Jack Henry. Randall. Mata, and you can see Eddie Wilkinson, the lone wolf in the press, trying his best to put pressure on. To be fair to Eddie Wilkinson, he will run all day. So credit to him and his ability. Ball is played long by Mata up towards Jack Henry Sinclair. Easily dealt with there by Will Pearce. So yeah, interesting. As we mentioned in the first 10 minutes, the way Christchurch United try and defend is a little bit unusual. Shane Matheson's been following Randall, and Pearce certainly seems to be following Jack Henry Sinclair. So it's as if head coach Paul Eiffel was asked his wingers to man-mark the Olympic wing-backs and his full-backs to man-mark the Olympic number 10s, which, considering the amount of rotation in the Olympic side, is a very risky ploy, and I suppose that's part of the reason why they are 3-1 down. Weston. Billingsley. Pearce, nice little pocket. Didn't quite evade the pressure of Davenport Peterson. Alamariam calmly driving away with the ball.
Go the other way. Go the other fucking way.
DeMiro. Davenport Peterson. Little tickle here by Wilkinson. Davenport Peterson didn't necessarily like it. Just to confirm, while we're away, the Wellington Olympic goal scored by Ben Mata from the penalty spot. So that was the Olympic second goal. The third goal scored by Gianni Bazookas. Just trying to work out who scored the Christchurch United goal. We'll let you know. They scored directly after the Olympic penalty to make it 2-1 before Bazookas banged in the third goal for the Greeks. Pelizovic. Ball by Rubos is off Rambuka for a throw-in. Rubos looking for Bazookas. Matheson with the turnover. Nice layoff there. Now Billingsley freeing up Wilkinson to run the channel. Will Pearce bursting into the box. Wilkinson's defended by Pelizovic. Does get a left-footed ball across. And headed clear by tall Davenport Peterson. DeMiro. And as always, Olympic looking dangerous on the counter-attack. Jack Henry Sinclair with a long pass. Bazookas is in behind Gianni Bazookas, cutting on the left foot. And an opportunity there, spurned for Olympic. And here come United again, Weston. Out to Matheson. McLennan, again, so tidy. Well, commentator's curse, tidy receiving the ball, not so tidy getting rid of it. Good pressure there by McLennan to win the ball back, applauded by his coach, Paul Eiffel. McLennan getting the roll, and now feeding Wilkinson, who's into the box, and a desperate challenge by Pelizovic, and Barcelay sends the ball clear. Gould is well defended by Lapsley. Smashed in behind to Jack Henry Sinclair. Weston across to try and deal with him. Jack Henry Sinclair with the ball into the back post. What a cross that is by Jack Henry Sinclair, and Randall couldn't quite force the ball goalwards, but excellent delivery from the Wellington Olympic wingback. Again, United stretched in defence. Olympics counter-attack looking so lethal at this point. Matheson, again, it's a poor ball forward from United, gifting possession back to Olympic as we approach the half-hour mark. Barcelay, Davenport Peterson, DeMiro. Davenport Peterson, poor touch, opportunity now for United on the break. Here is McLennan, and Marta stretching every sinew of that wrapped up hamstring to force that ball backwards to Barcelay, and he looks sore, doesn't he, the skipper Ben Marta. And Marta certainly moving a little bit less comfortably. Demiro. Jackie Sinclair. Davenport Peterson. Weston across on the cover. Very interesting to see how much longer Marta can sustain carrying that hamstring injury. They do have a couple of very solid options on the bench in Justin Gully and Theo Etema, who could easily come on and play into that back three. Morris. Lapsley. Under good pressure there from Jackie Sinclair, and a throw in here for Benji Lapsley. Great throw down the line. Clennon physically in onto Davenport Peterson. Two big rigs fighting for the ball. Jackie Sinclair only as far as Billingsley. Pearce with a good ball looking for Wilkinson. DeMiro. Barcelay again forced to clear, so United looking dangerous on the counter, but poor defending that time from Billingsley, playing the ball through to Gianni Bazoukas, and what, did he lose a boot as he was running away there on the counter-attack, Bazoukas? I think he might have. Imagine if he put that away with only one boot on. One back by Olympic. Gould looking industrious in the midfield. Fouled there by Billingsley. Berg says play on, and now comes back for the free kick. You see Gianni Bazoukas' boot just sitting there 30 metres out from goal. There he goes. Now put that back on. He's got every excuse for missing that opportunity, Bazoukas, considering it was on his planted foot. I think that would have been a straight contender for goal of the week if he'd scored, purely by the constraint of not wearing his left-footed boot. But here he is putting it back on, and an opportunity here for Olympic from a direct free kick for the foul from Billingsley. Probably unnecessary in the end. And, Berg, referee Calvin Berg, just making sure the wall is in order. So here we go. What can Jack Henry Sinclair produce? Shoots directly towards the goal and over the bar. Goal kick for United. Can Christchurch United pull themselves a goal back before half-time to make this second half a really interesting one? Had some great results. As much as they have lost in United, but a 3-0 win over Miramar a couple of weeks ago, and then taking Auckland City all the way last week, eventually going down 3-2. Two very creditable draws as well against Napier City Rovers and Auckland United, both of those games finishing 1-1. So certainly a potent enough team, and as you mentioned in the build-up, the front three, Wilkinson, Rambuka and McLennan, is full of attacking industry. Here is Eddie Wilkinson on the left wing now looking for the ball. Jack Henry Sinclair again. So effective at both ends of the pitch, isn't he? And Cross doing his defensive duties on that occasion. It will be Lapsley across to take the throw in, the left full back. Todd Smith. Billingsley, poor touch. Manages to evade the pressure of Gould and then feed a nice pass into Daniel McLennan, who fires the ball into the near post, into the side netting. Again, signs of life from Christchurch United on the attack. Billingsley did well in the end to roll past Caelan Gould and feed that nice pass into the run of McLennan. Got the wrong side of DeMiro. Unfortunately unable to direct his chance goalwards. So 3-1 it stays. Davenport Peterson, DeMiro. Todd Smith looking to get some pressure on Davenport Peterson. DeMiro again. Henry Sinclair, you can see it on the near side of your screen there, heading high up the pitch and being followed very tightly by Will Pearce. Similar on the opposite side. Rambuka very tight to Randall, or Rubos, sorry. Matheson following Jesse Randall very tightly. Good challenge there by Billingsley. Wilkinson. Marta coming out to slow his progress. Eddie Wilkinson. Now Rambuka, who we haven't seen a lot of in the attacking areas of the pitch so far. Asked to do more of a defensive job. First 35 minutes. Weston, poor giveaway. Straight where the sun doesn't shine there for Jack Henry Sinclair. Play on. Rambuka. Circulate through Matheson. Todd Smith and, well, you certainly feel for Jack Henry Sinclair in a moment like this. There's not a lot the physio is going to be able to do, though, I don't think. Perhaps with the heat here in Wellington and the pace of the game, it's not a bad moment. And, yeah, pop the ice pack straight on there. Not something I thought I would see today. Interesting physiotherapy technique applied. I'm sort of lost for words here. Don't really know what to say. Jack Henry Sinclair. Hopefully he'll be all right to return. He will have to exit the pitch here. Scored a score of 5 goals in the National League Championship phase so far, which is a great return really from your wingback. Bazookas now has moved on to 6 with his goal earlier.
Jack, just show me when you're ready. Yeah. Are you going to be ready now?
Jesse Randall on 3 goals as well. Eventually we'll restart with a drop ball from Calvin Berg, so potentially an unnecessary stoppage of play, but here we are. Weston. Grover. Matheson. Looking to find McLennan. Davenport Peterson does well. He's clipped there by McLennan as he breaks away. Switching out through Jack Henry Sinclair, who's recovered nicely to fire that ball forward towards Jesse Randall. Now Gianni Bazookas. Caelan Gould. Halamarian. Jack Henry Sinclair. Davenport Peterson. Nice ball into Gould. Under good pressure there from Matheson and Billingsley as well. A little bit of wrestling going on off the ball between Gould and Matheson. McLennan under good pressure from Halamarian, and then a physical challenge from Tor Davenport Peterson. Well, he definitely got the ball, but maybe got a little bit more than just the ball. So a beast of a man, isn't he, Daniel McLennan? I think Davenport Peterson maybe just leading with a hand or an elbow there, copping the number 9 in the face of Christchurch United. Eddie Wilkinson does well to free himself from the challenge of Davenport Peterson. Pearce, now Wilkinson again, opportunity for United as Wilkinson is well blocked by Ben Marta. Turn there by McLennan, into the box, the big number 9. Defending there by Tam DeMiro. Jack Henry Sinclair across to help as well. And he's done incredibly well, McLennan, to keep that play alive as long as he did. And now Lapsley, left-footed ball in, and just a little bit over cooked as he tried to find Billingsley, and again Olympics so good on the counter-attack. Here they come through Rubos, finding Jesse Randall, his partner on the left-hand side. Randall feeding it to Bazookas, and Gianni Bazookas adds Wellington Olympics fourth with an absolute perler. All the way from their goalkeeper. United hot on attack. Olympic from back to front in no time at all. Randall sliding the ball through beautifully. Bazookas running away from Grover, and he buries it at the near post to make it 4-1 Olympic. Adding his second of the day, and that is the threat of Wellington Olympic. You've seen it time and time again so far this National League Championship campaign. We heard Phoenix Reserves head coach Chris Greenacre talk about Olympics' pace and counter-attack in the build-up to last week's match. They didn't really get him any opportunities to break as well as they could last week, but today they've been electric on the counter. United unable to deal with the pace and precision of those counter-attacks. 4-1 the score. Wellington Olympic lead Christchurch United 5 minutes out from the half-time break. And credit to United, they've looked decent in possession. They've certainly created enough chances. Think back to the Wilkinson ball across goal. Come back to that as Marta does well to protect the ball from McLennan. Come back to that Wilkinson ball across goal where Rambuka unable to tap it in. McLennan hitting the side netting. Wilkinson with that opportunity there, well blocked by Marta. So certainly had their fair share of opportunities, the men from the south. Just unable to take them. Let's see if they can take one here with Wilkinson and swinger. Dangerous position. Well connected with, I think it was by Daniel McLennan. Matheson. Back to Wilkinson, who fires the ball in towards the back post, and Blake Weston it was. This big centre back trying to get around the back of Alex Pelezovic, but just overhit. Certainly plenty of attacking endeavour from Christchurch United, which means this game is not over even at 4-1. And I suppose that the beauty for the neutrals is the more United attack, the more threat Olympic could pose on the counter. And here we talk about it again with the pace of Randall. Inside to Bazookas. Morris comes, and Bazookas is unable to turn his chance goalwards. Good defending or goalkeeping in the end. Pearce's clearance is blocked. Todd Smith is able to control it, but then his pass is a poor one. Rambuka tackled by his own teammate and Billingsley there, and in the end Matheson clearing the ball up the line. McLennan back to show Matheson, and in the end a throw-in for Christchurch United. In fact, no, throw-in for Wellington Olympic. Perhaps even a free kick. It may have been a handball or something. I'm not overly sure what this has been given for, but Rubos it is who takes it. Again, looking to find Bazookas running the channel. Grover does well to force the ball over the sideline for a throw-in. Certainly been tested in the first half, Riley Grover. Gould. Rubos. Lovely little flick over the top to Gould. On his left foot here, Caelan Gould driving in towards the 18-yard area. Back to Rubos, now to Jesse Randall. And his pass is a poor one. Grover gives the ball away again though. Rambuka and Randall scrapping for it out on that far side of the pitch. Randall. Rubos, good defending there by Billingsley across to deal with the threat of Rubos, and he does well, Billingsley, and earns a goal kick for his side. Experienced player Billingsley. Former All White, of course, former Western Suburbs player as well. Beginning of games New Zealand age group level, and recently moved back to New Zealand from the United States. And, found himself a home down at Christchurch United, number 21, Noah Billingsley. Great to see him back in New Zealand's National League. Weston. Lapsley. Weston again.
Cut the line! Cut the line!
Yes, Lapsley firing the ball to Wilkinson, and Ben Marta asked to come across to this wide area and dispossess Wilkinson. Pelezovic. Barcelay. Marta. Pelezovic. Alamariam making a movement into space to get on the ball. He does so. Rambuka unable to complete the interception. Alamariam around Rambuka on this occasion. And a late call from the linesman on the far side there, Isaac Trevis. He himself returning to National League duties today after a couple of spells on the A-League sideline at recent Wellington Phoenix games. Caelan Gould, poor pass there from Gould, couldn't link with Bazookas. Now Will Pearce, able to drive away. Done very well there, the number 7. Wilkinson, back to Pearce. And fouled there by Gould. Free kick for United. Signs of life there from the number 7, Will Pearce. Very positive, always been a dangerous dribbler of the ball, the former Wheremi Bays Christchurch Boys High School player. Eddie Wilkinson will deliver. Clipped in towards the back post. It's Billingsley, misses his header. Marta, and what a save by Barcelay. Pearce for the second opportunity. Billingsley and Wilkinson, and what a header that is. I think it's Jack Henry Sinclair who's headed it off the line, or whether it was saved by Barcelay. Either way, drama here at Petone Memorial. First chance there by Pearce. That is a world-class save from Scott Barcelay. And that's a great block from Jack Henry Sinclair. Barcelay straight on the highlights reel. You would think that's initial save off Wilkinson. Absolutely top draw from the Wellington Olympic custodian. And really you would say United got to take those chances if they want to get back into this game at 4-1 down. But in fairness to Will Pearce, I don't know what more he could have done. Brilliant save from Barcelay. Here he is under pressure. It's Wilkinson again, who's running from side to side, isn't he, pressing, and there's no support for him from any of United's attacking or midfielders. We're into added time here at the end of the first half. McLennan does well. Left-footed ball. Wilkinson holding it up on his chest. DeMiro comes out to pressure him. Wilkinson with a chance to shoot on his right foot. And a foul in the end on given against Tam DeMiro. He certainly had a good handful of Eddie Wilkinson's shirt. And even though Wilkinson got the shot away, Calvin Berg doing a good job to come back and acknowledge the advantage for Christchurch United. So they'll have a direct free kick with the wind at their backs, which is normally worth something here at Petone Memorial Park. It's definitely not as worse as it has been. I remember being involved in a game, and this end here where Barcelay is, you can see in there, goalkeeper was in our team kicked the ball and it went out over the crossbar for a corner, so it's definitely not that windy. But an opportunity for United through their skipper, Matt Todd-Smith. Go, you would think, direct at goal and see if he can score or someone can score a tap-in. It is Todd-Smith off the wall, and Barcelay unable to keep the ball alive. So we've got time for the corner. Plenty of big timber making its way forward for United. Number 9, McLennan. Billingsley. So here we are with the last chance of the half. I think it's Lapsley on that far side. Weston in the box as well. A little bit of late whip on that ball, and Weston couldn't quite get a jump on and send it goalwards. And referee Calvin Berg calls for a half-time break here at Petone Memorial Park with the score at Wellington Olympic 4, Christchurch United 1, and we'll check out some highlights of the first half very shortly. Again, apologise for the little bit of the first half that we missed on the stream. There was an early opportunity for Bazookas, smashing it into the side netting. Olympic were so dangerous, weren't they, on the break when they were able to run. It was a good strike from Rubos initially and followed up by his partner Jesse Randall to make it 1-0. Gould's ball across the goal was incredibly well saved by by Morris off the strike of Bazookas. This opportunity here would have been an incredible goal because his boot fell off as he was running through the Wellington Olympic number 10. Christchurch United were effective in the attacking areas of the pitch. Billingsley feeding McLennan on this occasion, but again unable to fire the ball on target. And then the killer blow here from Bazookas, finishing off a lovely through ball from Jesse Randall, burying it into the side netting past Scott Morris. And United forcing one of the great saves here from Scott Barcelay. Reaction save, going the opposite way, kept the ball alive, and then Jack Henry Sinclair flying out to make a block for his team. But unfortunately, United unable to turn their chances into goals, and at half-time, the score Wellington Olympic 4, Christchurch United 1. We'll catch you in roughly 10 minutes or so for the second half.
At Ford, we're always looking towards the future. So while we're proud of our range of vehicles, we're even prouder of being the first company to support not only the football ferns, but the next generation. And the legends we grew up wanting to be.
We believe in supporting and nurturing our extended sporting whānau, working towards promoting a healthy group activity that kids, parents and friends love. We want everyone to feel invited. It is in our DNA. We are accessible to all. We are football in Aotearoa. We are the beautiful game, and we are proud to be the largest sporting whānau in New Zealand.
The FIFA Women's World Cup is coming to the shores of Aotearoa, New Zealand in 2023. Uniting Aotearoa, it offers an unprecedented opportunity to make our game bigger, better and bolder for everyone, especially for girls and women. Its legacy starts now. Our Leverage and Legacy plan will supercharge football in Aotearoa, grounded in two principles. Mana Wahine, elevating the spirit and mana of Wahine. And Tūranga Waiwai, our place of belonging, our foundation, our home. Built on 4 po or pillars. The power of opportunities, whakamana. Partnerships, mana ngātahi. Pathways, ara. And tiaki, people and places. Committed to the people and the land of Aotearoa, New Zealand, this plan leads the way by breaking barriers, paves the way for future generations, grows and strengthens the game through meaningful relationships, and creates a game for all and a place of connection. With Aotearoa United, legacy starts now.
It probably is.
I would normally fly in today. Make some rain packages. Yeah. The good thing is you finish a bit early, but yeah, I guess the point you just want the game to happen. So just sit around all day. Yeah. That's amazing amount of research because there's also Amazon Prime are doing a unilateral. So like we have the host broadcast like Sky Sport or Whisper. Then there's a whole nother like Indian crew here. They are. So it's pretty crazy. Yeah, well, this has been cool. This is a live stream camera stuff. Awesome.
And this goes on
well, once everyone comes back.
Yeah, obviously it's not as good as a full production, but like two people in a row. Like, there's a director and they get it in yeah, the commentator, I don't know if he's probably at home somewhere. I don't know if he's maybe and just broadcasting. Yeah. It's a bit niggly as well. Our comms are like 2 seconds delayed to the director, so it's kind of niggly sometimes as well. But you know, the amount of resource this has compared to like any heating. So I think that all
okay. Oh, really?
it's good. It's good.
Yeah, this is the kind of level that, like, yeah, there might be like a game or two a season or a week or something, whereas they do it.
Yeah, he was on my game last week. He did my line. They play when he rings a bell and they play the game at a different pass. Where's the suburb?
Yeah. I reckon it did. Well, they were saying internet issues, which would indicate the stream.
Oh, okay. Is he retired now?
But then he just also said that they never lost our initially. Yep. On the day, he said they never lost us. He had a pre-election. I reckon they always had the vision for us, but they weren't doing the stream.
So I was working on the Gold Coast and to Queensland. I got this quite well for different. This was like enough part. So it's against the Pacific tournament. And it's every game had 3 wishes. 25 bucks for the ARs, 40 bucks for the medal. So I think we won Hey Johnny boy, how are you? We're watching your fantastic Olympic team. Another record. Yeah. Are you enjoying it?
Where's your camera?
What are you enjoying it?
I'm going to finish tomorrow.
Different question. Are you enjoying it?
Could have been more.
See, I told you they could have 3.
Yeah.
They could have
I think we
3
have
too.
clearer chances.
Absolutely. Yeah. Keep us going well, I like it.
Still another 45 to go.
The win today is Auckland United never lose a draw.
Okay. They've got Merman.
Yeah, let's say. Yeah, that's something next year.
See you soon.
No, not specifically, but she did say she'd organised something. So yeah, I didn't say you. Well, I know. They were going to do something on the thermal wave day. She ran out of time.
Number 9, Haley Gold. Number 10, Gianni Bazooka.
G'day.
Yeah, I was just looking at that before when I was out there. I waited for you.
Well, they've got something sort of organised. I don't know if anyone can just come in here and play and practice any time. I don't imagine they lock the gates.
So you do the two for one, much less a golf here.
I don't know if there are gates all the way around.
Yeah, well, the gate that I had to climb over and through was about 5 feet. Yeah, it wasn't a gate.
Well, that would have been designed. Yep.
Yeah, and oh, God, but I know.
Jack, we're here. I'm getting them. No.
Where else could we go while we're down here?
Guys, Nina, she did not pass the ball. The game's not started. The game's starting now. Okay, go over there. No, I'm staying here. No, Jack's in the middle. No, I have. Fine, I'll go over there. Marcus over the other way. Jack, let's talk.
Sort of weight, that can't be weight.
How about I could...
I can sit. Try and get down there. Don't push your
Welcome back to Patorni Memorial Park here in Wellington for the second half of this National League Championship clash between Christchurch United and Wellington Olympic. The score at half-time is Wellington Olympic 4, Christchurch United 1. Goals scored in the first half for Wellington Olympic by Jesse Randall, a penalty for their skipper Ben Marta, and a double for Gianni Bazookas. Christchurch United's goal was scored by number 9 Daniel McLennan. Referee Calvin Berg gets us underway. We are back in action here for the second half. Olympic getting us underway from right to left in their all-blue strip. Doesn't look, or not, neither side has made any changes at half-time personally. Be interesting to see if there's been some tactical alterations. Caelan Gould it is feeding Jack Henry Sinclair, now Davenport Peterson. Christchurch United certainly looked threatening in the first half on attack, creating a number of good chances. Marta with a mistake, Wilkinson, opportunity around Barcelay, lays it into the path of absolutely no one. Eddie Wilkinson, hooked clear, United come back again through Will Pearce. Pierce with a ball into McLennan, and a free kick is given by Calvin Berg for a late tackle on Will Pierce. The United, well, they got lucky there, turning the ball over off Ben Marta, and Wilkinson did well to round Barsley initially, but the goalkeeper held his feet, forced Wilkinson to try and lay it off, and no Christchurch United player close enough to get there in the end. But a good opportunity for the visitors to start the second half, and they've got a direct free kick now that they'll be looking to capitalise on. And appears to be the left-footed McLennan. He's going to leave it for Matt Todd-Smith, who had a bit of a sighter in the first half. Another chance for Todd-Smith, whipping it in and just bouncing in front of Barsley, but not quite able to sneak it into the post. Inside the post. Exciting opening 90 seconds. McLennan putting pressure on DeMiro. Jack Henry Sinclair under pressure there from Pierce. Good to see United really stepping high into the press. Todd Smith turning the ball over in the end. Poor touch from McLennan. Davenport Peterson is fouled there by the Christchurch United number 9. Just to confirm for those tuning in from Christchurch, it was Daniel McLennan with the goal in the first half. Barsley out to Pelizovic. Halamariam. Randall. Matheson looking to put pressure on him. Pelizovic. Again, poor ball from Olympic leads to a turnover for Christchurch United. Matt Todd-Smith has been fouled there by Halamariam. Referee Calvin Berg plays an excellent advantage there. And in the end gives the free kick United's way. He was just copped one on the top of the foot there, I think, the skipper. Todd Smith, formerly of Wairarapa United here in the Central League. Of course, a former Nelson Suburbs player as well in the mainland Premier League. Eddie Wilkinson. Joe Matheson. Defending there by Pelizovic on Matheson, who's former Ferrymead Bays player, also Cashmere Technical. A number of these Christchurch United players are formerly of other mainland Premier League clubs or clubs around New Zealand. Blake Weston spent last season at Coastal Spirit before moving across town to Christchurch United. Riley Grover here on the ball is formerly of Wairarapa United, also hailing from Nelson. Weston does well to beat the first challenge, and then Bazookas comes in and puts the tackle on. Somehow this is a Olympic ball. I thought it came off Bazookas. Weston back to Scott Morris. Another former Wairarapa United player. Now Ben Lapsley, previously of Cashmere Technical and formerly FC 2011. His brother Sam's still involved at Cashmere Technical. Dad Glenn coaching there as well. They'll be playing them next week as Randall gets on the turn, and Weston with stepping in, and so solid at the back, isn't he? Blake Weston, number 27, experienced National League player. Wilkinson, challenged by Tor Davenport Peterson. Matheson, Grover, Weston. Puts his foot on the ball and decides to slow the play down a little bit here, Blake Weston. No press on him from Olympic. Randall now stepping out towards Grover. Certainly looking to favour this right-hand side in the build-up here. The Rams. Weston, Matheson. Nice ball to Mika Rambuka, who gets his first opportunity really to open up, and it's a great pass from Rambuka. McLennan as well defended by Mata. Sending the ball out for a corner, but it's the first real opportunity Rambuka's had to drive with the ball, and such a lovely dribbler of the ball, but also a real playmaker, Mika Rambuka. So good to see him coming to life a little bit there. He's been asked to do a massive defensive job up to this point. So United, who, as we mentioned in the first half, have some big players they can aim at. It'll be Lapsley with the in-swinger. He sends it in and headed clear by Tor Davenport Peterson. Matheson and Randall fighting for the ball. Matt Todd-Smith. Rambuka again. Opportunity for him to get one-on-one with Tam DeMiro, who Well, perhaps a little bit unconventional with his defending there, DeMiro, and this looked like a corner, and it is in fact a corner, so DeMiro can't quite stop Rambuka from getting something for his side, but again, good to see Mika Rambuka getting on the ball in these attacking areas of the pitch. Eddie Wilkinson with the corner. In swinger again, in towards Todd Smith, I think it was. All falls to McLennan, blocked by Halamari, and Wilkinson driving one at goal, and somehow Barcelay keeps the ball out for Olympic again. Once more Olympic on the break. Gould, another ranging long pass from Kalen Gould into Bazookas, who gets the wrong side of Grover. Gianni Bazookas is 1-on-1, and Grover does well to keep himself in the fight. The number 5, Morris, came out as well to slow Bazookas' charge into the box. And a corner kick ensues, but again, the speed from back to front of Wellington Olympic killing teams in this National League Championship phase so far, and United unable to deal with it again there. Just so positive and aggressive with their counter-attacking. And another wonderful long pass from Kalen Gould to free Bazookas on that occasion. And we'll see if Gould can deliver something special for his side. It's headed clear by Billingsley. Here is Randall. Pierce putting pressure on DeMiro, who... Lovely little dummy there by Tam DeMiro before playing Jonty Rubos. And back to Scott Barcelay to try and reset the play. Hammers it down the field with interest, does the Olympic goalkeeper. Jack Henry Sinclair. Randall. It's Blake Weston across, but he can't avoid a corner. Did his best to do so. And it'll be Jack Henry Sinclair who plays short to Randall. Gould inside on his left foot. Will Pearce there doing the defending. Randall. Gould with a strike and straight into the safe hands of Scott Morris there. Gets the play underway straight away to show Matheson. Grover. Matt Todd Smith. Grover to clip the ball into no one in particular. Randall. Bazookas. Tall Davenport Peterson has done himself a mischief there as Rambuka gets on the ball. Defended there by Bazookas. Now Gould facing forward, driving with the ball and laying it into the path of Gianni Bazookas, and Scott Morris comes out. Fantastic goalkeeping again from the Christchurch United number 1. Very highly rated goalkeeper. Another one with previous National League experience at Hawke's Bay United. Does well on that occasion to come out and pluck the ball off the toes of Gianni Bazookas before he could turn the ball goalwards. Here's Todd Smith. Rambuka again becoming more busy in the second half as he looks for McLennan, running off the back shoulder of Ben Marta. Will Pearce does well to win the ball back. Noah Billingsley. Marta flying out. Billingsley, now let's pour on the end from the number 21, looking to fashion something onto his right boot to no avail.
Where's your ball?
Jack Henry Sinclair behind a Randall, and again back to front in no time at all, and Jesse Randall buries his second of the game. Lovely pass from Jack Henry Sinclair. We know how dangerous he is for this Wellington Olympic side, and he puts it on a plate for Randall. Morris caught in no man's land on this occasion. Randall stabs at home. Show Matheson able to get across and prevent him from finishing, and the score is Wellington Olympic 5, Christchurch United 1. And the floodgates may have just about opened here at Petone Memorial Park. And, well, United is certainly not the first team that Olympic have put to the sword so far this year. They scored 4 against Melville, 3 against Cashmere Technical, 3 against Auckland United, and of course 5 against Napier. That Napier game finished 5-2, so at this rate, 5-1 is the best result for Wellington Olympic so far in the National League Championship. Christchurch United did concede 5 goals against Melville, so Not their worst display yet, but they'll be looking to prevent this from becoming any more dangerous or any more heavy, I guess. Rubos challenging for the ball. Bazookas, Davenport Peterson, and now Rubos. Of course, Olympic very, very close to qualifying for the last, or the final. It's the top two of the National League Championship that do qualify for that final. Auckland City and Auckland United are hot on their heels, but if results do go their way this weekend Olympic, they will have qualified ahead of next week's derby match against Miramar Rangers away at David Farrington Park. So they'll be looking to really hammer home this big lead that they've built up in the hope that they can continue to grow that impressive goal difference. It currently stands at plus 17, which is very impressive across 8 games. I guess for Christchurch United, it's a case of building some confidence in what will be a very short pre-season for these players in this new National League sort of setup that we have with regional leagues and the National League. So it will be a short off season for them, so they'll be looking to take as much confidence as they can into the first rounds of the South Island League when it does recommence in 2023. Bazookas. Oh, well, he's caught that Will Pearce in the end. And referee Calvin Berg has the first yellow card of the day, awarded to number 7, Will Pearce. Well, I do note that Christchurch United don't have a substitute goalkeeper on the bench today. Eddie Ashton is normally the man filling that role. So I guess that's Will Pearce literally putting his hand up for that job should they need a reserve goalkeeper. It'll be Caelan Gould to strike this from the edge of the 18-yard box. It'll be the left-footed Gould. Firing it straight into Scott Morris's hands. Nice pass there into McLennan. Gould doing well to drop back on defence. There's Will Pearce now doing the damage at the other end. Cuts it back to Rambuka. Mika Rambuka with a strike. Defended by Tam DeMiro on that occasion. And it's Olympic on the break. Gould. Pearce does well to slow down his progress. Davenport Peterson with a switch of play. Looking to see if they can keep the momentum on the other side of the pitch. Here's Rubos linking up with Randall. Rubos again. Cutting inside onto his right foot is Jonty Rubos. Laying it back for Natty Halamariam. Rubos, Randall, getting a strike away. Randall, what the goal that is from Jesse Randall. Copy and paste that into the top corner. His hat-trick is confirmed. The match ball is Jesse Randall's, and what an excellent finish, the goal of the day so far. Lovely little piece of interplay with Rubos, but don't take anything away from that strike from Randall, and how cool is he when he finished it as well. Unsurprised, I think, by his own quality there to add Wellington Olympic 6th. And for Christchurch United, it's a sorry tale. 6-1 the score as they get the game back underway. 4-1 at half-time. 15-minute double salvo here from Olympic in the second half. But that really is an absolute screamer from Randall, and they just keep on scoring goals, Wellington Olympic. They are a juggernaut at the moment. 6 goals scored today. If I'm Miramar Rangers, I'm very, very nervous about next weekend's match. Todd Smith out to McLennan. DeMiro across. McLennan delivering only as far as Halamarian. And here they come again, Olympic. They're just so threatening. Look at how many blue bodies are trying to rush forward and support Gould. all their passes looking forward as often as possible. And if they don't get chances on goal, they get free kicks in moments like this. So dangerous on that counter-attack, great to see. Pilizovic, Halimarian. Switch of play from him is a poor one, although it's fallen to Jack Henry Sinclair, and he's in on goal. Jack Henry Sinclair, great save from Scott Morris. Comes out to smother the run of Jack Henry. Will Pearce giving the ball away straight back to Natty Halimarian. Davenport Peterson is dispossessed by Billingsley. End to end at the moment this game. McLennan tackled by his opposite number in Caelan Gould, who runs away with the ball to number 9. Well, I have to say, irrespective of the scoreline, this has been a really pulsating game of National League football. DeMiro out to Pilizovic. As mentioned in the build-up, a majority of men's football across the globe has ceased for the upcoming FIFA World Cup, which kicks off Monday morning. But the National League in New Zealand continues to roll on, which is good for fans of this league. Rarabuka. Todd Smith getting a left-footed strike away. Probably thought he could add a goal that might just dispossess his former Tasman United teammate Jesse Randall of the goal of the week, but unable to force his left-footed shot goalwards. And a double change here for Wellington Olympic. Number 18, Theo Etima, is making his entrance, as is number 19, Sam Matrakis. And, well, perhaps unsurprisingly, it's the skipper, Ben Mata, with that slightly dodgy hamstring, making way for Etima. Got a goal to his name today, Mata, from the penalty spot. Be very, very happy with his day's work. There he is in the background, just applauding the Olympic supporters who turn up in droves here to support their team. Etima straight on to the middle of the back three. Big number 18. New Zealand under 19 international. Just work out where Matrakis has come on as Halimarian lets the ball slip under his foot. Rubos getting the better of Billingsley. Bazookas. Rubos again. There is Matrakis. Gould, his touch is a poor one. Looks like Matrakis is on for number 6, Tor Davenport Peterson in midfield. Another good shift from the Wellington Olympic number 6, and a change here as well for Christchurch United. A triple change by the looks. Jordan Spain, you'll see on the right side of your picture, is coming on, as is Daniel Main. It'll be Spain on for Mika Rambuka, which is disappointing really, seeing as he was starting to look rather enterprising. Then the other change, we'll see Riley Grover head to the sideline, and Daniel Main is on the number 20. So that'll cause a reshuffle for Christchurch United. Spain looks to be on as a right winger, or the right-hand side where Rambuka was playing. Former New Zealand age group international Jordan Spain, his brother Aaron, spent the last couple of seasons at Miramar Rangers. Daniel Main's first touch is a nice one, finding Eddie Wilkinson, who gets on the turn, left-footed chip. Easily dealt with by Barcelay again. Now Olympic carrying the ball easily over halfway. Gould, Matrakis, Halimarian, Bazookas, Halimarian. A link-up play just breaks down there with Jesse Randall. So looks to me as if Sean Matheson, who was playing right full back, has moved inside to centre back, a position he's not unaccustomed to. And Spain is on the right-hand side. There's Pilizovic. Captain's armband on now for his side. Matheson tested A positive run by Bazookas here into the channel. Well dealt with by Sho Matheson. Very, very reliable 1v1 defender. Rubos fires it into Bazookas across goal, and no one in at the back post to tap it in. That's normally the territory you'd see Jack Henry Sinclair, but he was just a little late on that occasion. Fighting for the ball there was Jack Henry Sinclair. Halamariam. Pelizovic. Itima. Nice switch of play. Intercepted. Benji Lapsley out to try and nick the ball off of Caelan Gould. Gould, poor touch on that occasion, manages to get away with it. Matrakis can only just see the ball over the sideline. Throw in for Wellington Olympic. Another change here for Olympic. It will be number 30, Connor Gould, who started last week against the Wellington Phoenix Reserves, introduced at the expense of a very lively number 32, Jonty Rubos. Another very good game for Rubos at wing back. We'll see what Connor Gould can bring to this game. Looks as if Jesse Randall is slotted in as the wing back now on that side, and Gould in as the left inside forward. Matheson easily picked up in midfield by Itima. Matrakis. Itima. Barcelay. Pelizovic. Comfortable, isn't he? Alex Pelizovic in position. Used to be a midfield player. Driving the ball into Gould. It's just a little bit overhit. Ball does tend to roll pretty quickly in that direction here at Petone, the prevailing wind. Weston. It's a very interesting setup now for Christchurch United. Billingsley, who's been playing midfield, is now shifted across to the right-hand side. Spain is playing a little higher. They have no real midfield evident, as being shown here as United Olympic, look to carve them apart again. Gould. Lapsley is out, flies through Caelan Gould and gives away a free kick, but yeah, very confusing tactical setup here from the Christchurch United. Billingsley perhaps playing right back, and Spain at right wing, potentially. Hard to know. See if Olympic can add another goal to this impressive scoreline. It'll be Gould to deliver, I think. Gould or Gould, one of the two.
Oh, this is the one that was there before.
Gould plays it short to Gould. That was perhaps a little bit obvious. Weston's clearance falls the way of Scott Morris after a deflect.
Yeah.
And Morris rolls it to Lapsley. So it looks as if Daniel Main has come on to play in midfield. And it's all really starting to get a little bit loose here now for Christchurch United, unfortunately. Barcelay smashes the ball long. Headed back by Lapsley. McLennan and Todd Smith can't keep the ball for their side. Gould feeds Gould. Poor touch there from the substitute, Daniel Main. They foul on Main there. And Calvin Berg just telling Connor Gould to chill. There's nothing like a referee screaming chill, is there? As Todd Smith gets the play underway quickly. Lapsley. Nice ball there from Todd Smith, finding Jordan Spain. Spain's pass is a good one to McLennan, who gets the better of Itima. Daniel McLennan into the box, left-footed ball. Hooked away by Jack Henry Sinclair. Only as far as Todd Smith. Matrakis is in to win that ball back for his side, unable to do so. DeMiro does well to stop Todd Smith in his tracks. Corner ball for Christchurch United. As we move into the final 20 minutes of this Round 8 National League encounter at a sunny Petone Memorial Park. In swinging ball it will be from Wilkinson. A lot of players in the 6-yard box. Back post to Spain, back across goal. Now the ball falls to Matt Todd Smith. McLennan and couldn't link up with Billingsley. Christchurch United, Joel Peterson, number 17, has slipped on the field.
Yeah, he does.
I think at the expense of Will Pearce, who picked up a yellow card for a rather theatrical handball. So Joel Peterson, the number 17, is on as well. Spain certainly playing higher than Rambuka was. Poor clearance there by Morris. Gould into the feet of Jack Henry Sinclair. Cross goal. Connor Gall is offside as he rolls in an easy back post tap in. Far too easy because he was about 5 yards off, but a missed opportunity there for Olympic. Terrible clearance from Morris. You think Jack Henry Sinclair has to go himself or roll it to a pretty open Gianni Bazoukas, whose hands go straight on his head. Like any good marksman, he wants as many goals as possible, and even though his side's 6-1 up, he'll be fuming that he's the player in the side who hasn't picked up a hat-trick first. Bazoukas, he's on a double. It's Randall with the hat-trick. He'll want to walk away with at least equal number of goals, Bazoukas. DeMiro, who's defended his side very well today. Now on the turn is Connor Gould. Inviting Jesse Randall to run onto the ball. Randall showing a clean set of heels. Left-footed ball across the box is dealt with by Sho Matheson. Stopping the incoming Bazoukas from turning that goalwards and burying that hat-trick. Connor Gould, it's a lovely pass really into the space ahead of Randall, allowing him to sprint onto it. We haven't seen Randall really carry the ball at speed so far. We will see him deliver this corner for his side. Near post ball, easy catch for Morris. Throws the ball to Wilkinson, but Etima is across to deal with it easily. Randall is into the box, one-on-one with Spain. Jesse Randall, ball across to the back post. Again, no Jack Henry Sinclair to tap the ball home in the position you would expect him to be. Daniel Main. Second attempt, he's able to play forward. Peterson laying it off. Todd Smith. Taking a while to finally get the ball out of pressure there, Todd Smith. Weston driving forward. Matheson, who's now almost playing midfield. One centre-back left behind here for United. They're leaving Weston one-on-one with Bazoukas. As Matheson steps in here, you can see. Very interesting tactical setup. Spain, nice pass here. Wilkinson just takes his first touch wide. Pelezovic does well to get across and cut that ball out.
The one I've lost is the one from Petty, which has got my own family of origin on there.
Corner ball will be in swinger again, left-footed one in towards the back post. Ball falls to Billingsley. It was Spain actually. Blocked away by Olympic, and here they come again on their counter-attack. Goal is fouled by Matt Todd Smith. Well, how is that not a booking from Calvin Berg. I don't care what the score is. That is the most obvious yellow card you will ever see. And if you can get away with that in the game of football, well, it really does ruin the game. So Matt Todd-Smith getting away with one there. He's rugby tackled him.
Yeah.
As Christchurch United go to the bench again. Making their way
On Wednesday, 23rd.
onto the pitch is Jackson Cole.
And I'm going to see Matt on Monday in review and sign
Delivery by Randall.
But the other lawyer,
And, well, cleared out for a corner. Very sloppy there from United. Boggled by that decision from Calvin Berg not to award Matt Todd-Smith a yellow card there. That really is quite something. Connor Gould will take the corner. So dealing with a calf injury this year, Connor Gould, so mainly coming off the bench with great impact. Couldn't quite find Etima on that occasion. Did get the start last week in the absence of Jack Henry Sinclair and got through a good 60 minutes of work against the Phoenix reserves. Matheson stepping in. Easily intercepted by Gould again. It's sloppy from Christchurch United. Gould. One-on-one with Matheson. Jackson Cole coming down to do some defending. It's a back post ball that's slightly overhit. Peterson. Gould. Halamariam. Sam Matrakis just bringing some calm,
Just to be
composure.
aware, we can kind of hear you on the live stream. Yeah, so just it's got
Gould.
commentary and stuff, but just FYI.
Now
not
the
bad, but in
ball
case
falls
it's-
to Wilkinson on the break for United, and good challenge there by Caelan Gould.
Just in case you were
Brilliant tackle there from the Wellington Olympic forward. Gould now striding forward. Spain is down to try and defend Gould, and he does well. The number 2.
and so you don't. No. And don't know. Don't know.
Gould with the throw in. Bazookas. Switching play. Jack Henry Sinclair. One-on-one with Peterson. Does well to get a little toe in there, Joel Peterson. And Natty Halmariam sends that one into next week. Might be a bit of a run for their ball kids to go and fetch that one back. Morris. Seeing the ball up towards halfway again. It's easily dealt with by Matrakis. Jack Henry Sinclair casually passing inside to Gould. Weston out to deal with Gould. Leaving plenty of holes here, Christchurch United, and Jesse Randall has a 4th. Beautiful finish, but Christchurch United are not helping themselves here. Absolutely torn to shreds time and time again. And an easy finish there from Jesse Randall. You can see Weston and Matheson so far out of position, the centre-backs, leaving Spain and Peterson with a huge job. And, well, that disorganisation of the Christchurch United back line has been easily penetrated for a 7th time by the Wellington Olympic striker, Jesse Randall. His 4th of the day. He goes to 6 goals now for the season, equal with, or ahead of Jack Henry Sinclair. And one behind Gianni Bazookas as well. So making a real claim for his side's golden boot, Randall. Gould, again, United, just holes appearing in their backline. Jack Henry Sinclair, Bazookas, fell by Morris, and he scored. But, well, Calvin Berg's given something. I have no idea what he's given. I thought he'd potentially given a penalty for a push on Bazookas by Morris. But instead he turned it goalwards, only to have his goal disallowed. Perhaps ruled offside by assistant referee Isaac Trevis on that far side. well, Bazooka still denied that hat trick, and now 2 goals behind Randall, so he'll be really firing, even at 7-1 up. Jackson Cole putting pressure. Randall, ball still in. Wilkinson in towards the byline, cutting it back. Well defended by Tam DeMiro. Daniel Main with a tap in there if it wasn't for DeMiro's crucial intervention. Here is that disallowed goal again. He potentially offside or maybe a handball given. That seems very harsh if it's a handball. Hands down by his side, deflected off Spain, who was, wow, 2-3 metres away potentially. As I say, I thought it was a penalty given against Scott Morris, but United survived on that occasion. Back post ball. Cleared. Long by Olympic. Matheson does well to step inside Randall. Matheson, Wilkinson, now Jackson Cole. Lay the ball back across the box. Connor Gould is fouled by Cole. And another substitution here. And I think it's the goalkeeper, Scott Barcelay, who will make way here for Reid Collingwood, who has ridden the pine a lot this year for Wellington Olympic. One of those people who really typifies the Olympic club, Reid Collingwood, former Wainui-Omata goalkeeper. And he's ridden the pine. He's a great teammate. He's stepped in, of course, when Barcelay has been away with injury. He's a very, very capable goalkeeper. Congratulations to Reid Collingwood for getting the last 10 or so minutes here. Pilizovic. Matheson hitting the ball out over the sideline for a throw. Main. Cole, Spain. Todd Smith. Cole. Pilizovic now for Olympic. Halimariam, plenty of space to turn and drive a switch of play in behind. United caught out again here down the right. Jack Henry Sinclair, Gould's coming in. And defended by Ben Lapsley. Another corner. It must be a record for corners in this game. I swear every 2 minutes we're calling another set piece, although again that does tend to happen here at Petone because the wind just travels straight down the ground. Gould will deliver the corner for his side. Good header there by Weston. Peterson is beaten to it by Gould. Gould again. Good defensive header by Sho Matheson. Nati Halimariam hooked away by Cole. Lovely touch by Eddie Wilkinson. He's been one of the few bright sparks for Christchurch United today, Wilkinson. Reid Collingwood out to deal with the danger. Be the one to take. All long. Great to see Olympic. Even though the score is what it is, they're still demanding high standards from their team. And big knock on the head there of McLennan. Still hear them calling. Win the first ball, get around the second ball. It's fantastic to hear from them. Sign of a real champion side as we move into the last minute of normal time here from Promotional Memorial Park. Sorry for the live stream for a few minutes there, but the score is still 7-1 to Wellington Olympic for those who have missed the last minute or so. Cole is unable to keep the ball in. Randall. Elizabeth. Randall. Elizabeth again. Etima. Lovely little turn from Theo Etima, and he evades the challenge of Todd Smith. Oh, you'd think Gaul might have had an opportunity to turn there. Christchurch United were committed to the press. Halamariam. Nice choice of pass there from Halamariam as he plays to Pilizovic. Randall. Halamariam firing the ball in behind to Bazookas. Just again, slightly overhit. Bazookas disappointed. He's desperate for that hat-trick. Be doing well to beat Jesse Randall's Wildy. Weston. Lapsley. Ball is hooked in, one-on-one goal with Matheson, who good defensive header. Joe Hall is on the pitch for Christchurch United, the number 12 in midfield. Nice turn there by McLennan. Firing the ball out to the left. Can United pull themselves back? A consolation goal towards the end of this game. Wilkinson been lively all day, the number 11. Gould. There is Joe Hall, who's a real enforcer. Getting on the run here, Joe Hall. He's into the box to substitute Hall, and he wanted the ball on his left. Dives in onto Myro. And I think that ball might have hit the back of the net, but Joe Hall did fly in on Tan Demiro there, and I think feels a little bit hard done by to pick up a yellow card from referee Calvin Berg, but probably should have got his effort on target before chopping back onto his left. But he is certainly more of a defensive midfielder, Joe Hall, so breaking into the box is something he's not as accustomed to. Pilizovic, 2 minutes of added time so far. In the dying embers of this match, Wellington Olympic will stay top of the table this weekend, going into the final league match, which is, of course, next weekend away at Miramar Rangers. You can see that one live on Sky Sports. For Kashmir Technical will be Christchurch United's final game of the season. Here's Connor Gould. Pilizovic, Etema. Oh, good pressure again from Eddie Wilkinson. He's worked hard today. And referee Calvin Berg decides that will do. Christchurch United have been thoroughly put to the sword by the league leaders, Wellington Olympic, here at Petone Memorial Park. The final score here is 7-1 to Wellington Olympic. Let's check out the highlights from today's game. It was Olympic who had the early running. Really good save by Morris. Initially was tapped in by Jesse Randall for his first goal. Second goal denied there by Bazookas. That could have been the hat-trick. This also could have been the one that opened the scoring for him, but he lost his boot on the build-up. United had their chances though. McLennan firing this one into the near post. At this stage the score was 3-1 to Wellington Olympic. Became 4 when Randall rolled the ball beautifully through to Bazookas. He's had a great game, hasn't he, Jesse Randall? Again, United caused trouble. Pearce forced a great save from Barcelay before Wilkinson fired into the head of Jack Henry Sinclair. Also had a free kick that almost snuck inside the near post, troubling Scott Barcelay. But Bazookas was full of energy. And although he was denied his hat-trick, he did have an excellent game, the Wellington Olympic number 10. But Randall really was the man of the match. This was a beautiful pass from Jack Henry Sinclair that put him through on goal, and he buried it past Scott Morris. Halamarian was lively in midfield, and it was Jonty Rubos's pass that gave Jesse Randall the opportunity to smash that ball into the top corner. A clinical finish here from Randall. Nothing Scott Morris could do, and that one was well and truly worth the admission fee alone. Jack Henry Sinclair was a little quieter today. A couple of opportunities to score as Olympic really just pounded the 18-yard box throughout the game. Randall with a lovely finish here when Christchurch United had fallen apart well and truly defensively. And that finished off the scoring. Been a pleasure to bring you this game. My name's been Jesse Royals. I'll join you next week. But for now, we'll say goodbye. Final score, Wellington Olympic 7, Christchurch United 1.